In this part, I will show you everything what you need to know to create a cool character for any project. So first I will create a new file. So go here and find this button, Create New. Then hit the button. And here, as you can see, you have a lot of different formats. But basically this will be a vector illustration. It means that you can resize it and adapt it to any format later in the process. So I usually start with web large format. So select it and go here and click on the create button. So first I will eliminate this black space around the format. So go here, File, and then select Hide Artboards. Now when I zoom out or zoom in, everything is white. For me it's very important for clean working process. And one more thing is very important at the beginning. So go here into View, and here needs to be selected just snap to point. This is the important because we will work with geometric shapes, and it's very important to fit everything right. And basically this is something that will help you with that. So unselect everything except snap to point. And now we can start with my favorite part, shapes. So go here and find Adobe Illustrator shapes. Basically everything what you need is rectangle tool or ellipse tool. And remember these shortcuts, the M keyboard button for the rectangle tool and the L keyboard button for the ellipse tool. So basically when I hit the M keyboard button, I can draw the rectangle. Or in case that you want to draw square, just hold Shift on the keyboard and draw the square. Basically it's the same process with the circle. Just hit L on the keyboard, hold Shift and draw the circle. Or you don't need to hold the Shift and create something like this. So these lessons are unique because you can create a character just with a mouse. You don't need some special drawing skills, just your computer, mouse, and basic geometric forms. Okay, and here in the tool panel you have selection tool. It's important when you want to select some object, move it or change the size or something like that. And below that you have direct selection tool. So this tool is very important for this process, and we will use this tool a lot. So let me show you. First I will create a rectangle. Hit M on the keyboard and I will draw the rectangle. Something like this. If you want to move this rectangle, just go and select selection tool or hit V on the keyboard and grab it and move it. But in case that you want to change the size, you can do something like this. Grab one of these little white squares and change the size. Or you can do that with direct selection tool. So go here and select direct selection tool or hit A on the keyboard. Select these points, just upper point, hold Shift on the keyboard and move the points, something like this. You can do that with all the points or just one. So if you want to be precise, just hold Shift on the keyboard, something like this, or without Shift. Before I finish with the tool panel, you need to know how to change the color for the object. Basically everything is here. This is the main color or the fill color of the object, and this is the outline. Now the rectangle is white with the black outline. And if you want to change it, for example, you want to create black rectangle with the white outline or something like that, just hit these little arrows and swap fill and stroke. Something like this. If you want to change the color, double click on this color here, and here you can change the color or go here into swatches and use one of these colors from your palette. Basically it's the same for the outline, and if you don't want an outline for your object, just select the outline color and here click this known icon. And basically that's it. It's the same with the main color as well. Okay, so now I'll create a rectangle. Okay. Something like this. And in case that I want to copy the object, just select the object and copy it with Ctrl+C and paste it with Ctrl+V. If you want to paste it in the same place, you can do that with Ctrl+F. Now I have a new object in the same place. Okay, so when you finish some specific parts of the character, probably you will need to group it. And I will show you how to do that. Select the objects that you want to group. click with the right mouse button, and here you will find group. Or you can do that with Ctrl+G. And in case that you want to ungroup it later, do the same, but this time select ungroup instead group. As you can see, I created two rectangles, and basically with these shapes I can create something like a plus sign. It's very simple, and everything you need to know is how to rotate it. So hit V on the keyboard, select the object that you need to rotate, go here, and when you see these little arrows up, it means that you can rotate it. Just select it or click with the left mouse button and rotate it. If you want to be precise, Shift of course. Now move it here. We can change the color and do whatever we want. Here you can change your colors, adapt it to your taste, or you can use swatches. And here you have Pathfinder and Align. And these things we will use a lot. If you can't find it in your workspace, just go here into Windows and here turn on Pathfinder and Align here. So now we will talk about Pathfinder. You can find a lot of different options here, but basically you will need just three of them. You will need Unite, minus front, and you will need divide. Basically this sign here is created from two rectangles. And now I don't want to group it. I want to create just one single object from these shapes. So select the shapes and then use Unite. Now, as you can see, I have just one object. Okay, in case that I have a circle, so hit L on the keyboard, hold Shift and draw the circle. And I want a hole here in the middle. So first what you need to do is copy this shape with Ctrl+C and paste it in place with Ctrl+F. Then select the corner, hold Shift+Alt and resize it, something like this. I will change the color, and here in the middle of the purple circle I need a hole, and for that I will use this small circle. So select the shapes, go into Pathfinder and use minus front tool. And that's it. Basically now we created the hole. And then I will show you how to use the Y tool. For example, I have the circle. And now I want to separate it in three shapes. This one, and this one. So select these shapes, go into Pathfinder and use the white. Then ungroup it. And I got these shapes from that. So this will be very useful as well. Okay, now I'll show you how to use Align. Basically, it's the same as in the Word documents or something like that. Okay, for example, I will create a square. I will copy it, Ctrl+C and paste with Ctrl+F. Move it here, and I will do that one more time. Something like this. And basically, I can use horizontal align left, horizontal align right, up, down, and so on and so on. Okay, so let me show you. First, I will use horizontal align left, but I will change the shapes. Okay, something like this. So this is the align left, this is right, central, this is top, and so on. You probably already know this, but one thing maybe you don't know and it's very important. Okay, so I will create the circle and I will copy it a few times. You can use Ctrl+C, paste it with Ctrl+F, hold Shift, move it here, or there is one more way to do that. Select the object, hold Alt on the keyboard, move it here, and that's it. And I will do that a few times. Okay, something like this. Hold Shift, change the size. Okay. And now we have the situation like this. In case that I want to the same space between these points, I can do that with Align. So select all the objects, go here, and use horizontal distribute center. And you can do that with the vertical as well. But now we will use horizontal. Click on it, and basically that's it. Later we will use this tool and you need to know it. And before we finish the first part, we will work with the outlines as well. So here we will create outlines, and if you want to change the size of the outline or stroke, you can do that here into properties. Or in the older version of the Adobe Illustrator, you can do that here. Here you have probably a tool for that. Okay, I will increase the size of the stroke. When you go into stroke, instead of line, you can use dash line. The cap is very useful. As an example, I want to delete just one part of the stroke between these points. So everything what you need to do is to use direct selection tool, select it and delete it. Just hit delete on the keyboard. And this is the cap of the outline and here as well. Okay, so go into stroke and here you can use round cap. This is something that I am using a lot. And basically this is everything what you need. I created over 1,000 different characters just with these tools. So finally we can start with a character.